Hello everybody and welcome to Free Sunday with the Gvfd Fire Department. My name's Say, I'm a captain inside of the group and I will be going over Engine 1 today. Engine 1 is going to be our primary truck out in any car really besides medicals. And the only reason we don't run the engine to medical cars is if we don't have a BLS provider on the truck. Besides that, Engine 1 will go to pretty much any car, so I figure it's the first truck we should start Free Sunday off with. So I'll be going over it with y'all today. So first, in the engineer's compartment, which if you don't know, is up here, and the engineer's the driver. Here's the compartment for it. All you really got in here that you can grab is a hydrant wrench. Of course, you got a bunch of tools here, but you can't grab any of them, so all you can grab is a hydrant wrench. And all this is used for is to hook us up to hydrants. Pretty simple. Go and close that back up. We'll go over the back here. See the first rear compartment, and inside of here we got a chainsaw. So pretty much we can use this to vent any roofs, whatever you need a chainsaw for, cut trees. Pretty simple. Don't think I gotta explain that too much. Got the rear compartment, which is gonna be pretty much your tool compartment. So you'll have an axe, a halligan, and a bunch of other tools in here, which you can't grab yet, but you know, hydraulic tools, fireman's axe, sledgehammer, shovel, pliers, all that. But the only two things you can physically grab is going to be your fire axe and your halligan. You'll use the halligan to force open doors, and you'll use the fire axe to break windows down. And they can also be called a set of irons. So if someone ever asks you to get a set of irons, it's a halligan and a fire axe. Now, here we got the rear compartment, which is the medical compartment pretty much. Like I said, you can't really grab anything off this truck and off this back, but you know, it's there. You also got one little discharge, 2.5 attack run right there. That's about all that's in the back. Back here in the rear compartment, you got some cones, and then obviously, you know, you got a bunch of different things. I don't know what that is. It looks like a Y. I don't know what this is. You know what that? We got fire extinguishers. I have a hydrant bag, some rope, but I can't grab any of it. Only thing you can grab out of the bag is cones, which you just place them like this. You get a different, like 20 pretty much of each cone, and then you can choose to pick up if you want to pick up the bollards or you want to pick up them all. So pretty useful, but that's where your cones are going to be. Up in this compartment, you got your sand, so that would be used for any oil dry. Used as oil dry for any oil spills, like on the Corvette for example. And then you got your K12. Main thing you'll be using the K12 for is going to be cutting inside of a garage. So if you need to get into a garage, you can use the K12 to cut into that. Or anything metal, maybe. Anything metal is going to be your K12. And in this compartment, got the cooler. Looks like a pressure hose. And a fan. Can't grab any of it, but you know it's there. And then I'll go ahead and go over the cab with y'all. So officer's cab, you got your SBA system, which stands for self-contained breathing apparatus. And pretty much what you can do with this is down here, you can't see it, but if I show radio, you can go to open SCBA, and you can put on your mask and you regulate, and then you'll be on air. Obviously, looks something like this. You got all your gear on, but pretty neat. This is actually kind of new to the game, so you can also take the regulator out, which I think is awesome. Be to have that hanging there. Then you take your mask off, and then it gives you back your hair. So pretty cool if you ask me. And then if you want to get rid of it, you just hit remove here. So anyway, you got SBA, computer, you know, nothing you can really do with, interact with besides the SBA. I call them SBAs, self-breathing apparatus, but most of the time people call them SCBAs, like that. This just means self-contained breathing apparatuses. And then you got a bunch of them inside of this compartment right here, which if I actually anchor the truck, the anchor button's right here. You can do this so people can get inside of the truck without it flying off. You'll actually be able to see all of these are interactable. So you need a SPA, just come to the truck, grab one, put it on. Go ahead and turn this anchor off so it ain't hurting everybody's ears. Now we'll go over to the pump panel. This is just basic pump panel. You got your pump turn on. You got another anchor button here, so you can either do it from inside the cab or right here on the side. Got your pump pretty much reader. It tells you how much you're going, discharging out. Got your discharges 1 through 6. They're also color coded, so you can see we got 1 through 3 right here. Then for example back here you got black, which would be 6. You got your intake 1, 2, and 3, which is right here, and your water level, which is right there. But I'd say that does it for Fleet Sunday Engine 1. And assuming y'all want to hear it, we'll go ahead and give y'all a little cue summary. So this is a manual truck, so well, not manual, sorry, but you do get to shift it. A lot of Roblox games don't have that feature, so it's kind of cool. But here's the cue summary. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed a small little video. Let me know what I can improve on in the comments. This is kind of just like a test video. But yeah, there it is, even in nighttime, which it looks beautiful.